Uploading Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Tougen Anki chapter 63. So before we get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So, last chapter, Tsukiyomi went a little nuts because the gods were not in his favor. But we did see a really cool reverse devil. And yeah, it was not looking good for Mudano at the end of the chapter. But let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. The Beast of Strength tears through Mudano, and this chapter is titled Like a God. Well, I don't think he was touched for the very first time like a virgin. Or was he? God. It went through. Too bad it didn't reach me. My lucky bowling ball? Well, you did have reverse luck. It was just lying around, so I made some use of it. I'm sorry to say, but it doesn't look like your lucky item. Oh my god. I'm sorry to say, but it doesn't look like it was your lucky item after all. By using that instead, I was able to conserve my umbrella's strength. And thanks to that, I saved up enough blood. Oh, Okami no Kami? Oh my god, this is bad. I need to pull the next card. Oh my god, Kami no Kami, Abyss of the Dark Waters. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, we need to talk about this gorgeousness. Do I care that it is a little shiny? No. I do not care that the Okami no Kami is shiny like this. Because that of its divinity. It's a fucking Okami no Kami. Dude! It's okay for this to be a little shiny. I will give you a pass on this, Urushibara. For the most part. I do wish it was a little less shiny on some parts of it. I kind of wish it was just a little bit darker. The umbrella looks great, though. The umbrella looks fucking amazing. The umbrella not being shiny is fantastic. But I wish, like, in particular, the leg isn't, yeah, the leg isn't shiny at all. It's like the perfect white. It's not too shiny, but like the rest, like right in the hands, for example, I wish the hands were not as shiny. I wish the hands and maybe like the shoulders weren't a little as shiny as they are. I like if you would have given me like the shine, like mainly like in, oh god, where would I wanted the shine? Yeah, I think like if you would have just like focused the shininess like just in the hands and the fingers, I think it would have been more effective for me. Oh, but man, the panel with the Abyss of the Dark Waters. You are giving me everything with the divinity art. That is something I've noticed, is something that Urushibara sensei has given us, is gorgeous divinity art. The water looks beautiful. Oh my god, the elemental art, I will give you props for, sensei. This art is gorgeous. Oh my god, this water looks beautiful. It looks something out of a Japanese painting. It is beautiful. And I think that's what sensei was going for, something very traditional, traditional Japanese art style. And I live. This is beautiful. This is something you would see on parchment. Or not parchment, scroll, on a Japanese scroll. I do, but I will say this in regards to the actual Okami Okami. The shininess does look a little bit better. That it's toned down. It was just in the close-up, it was a little too bright. The face, though, I kind of wish it was just a little bit darker to give it more. The effect would have been better. Do I think the waves were do I think the waves are a little too bright because it's supposed to be Abyss of the Dark Waters? Yes, I think that's the only complaint I have, is that I wish the waters or the waves were just a wee bit darker. But I understand like the top part being bright because of the attack, but the rest of the water, I wish it was just a little bit darker. Because remember, this is supposed to be blood. I want it to look like blood but still be divine. Like what we got with the wings, for example. The wings were like, those were perfection because you still got the divinity, the etherealness and the divinity from the wings, but you could still tell it was blood. The problem I'm having here is that I'm getting the etherealness and the divinity from it, but I'm not getting the blood. That's my main gripe. I'm curious if anyone else is feeling the same way I do, that it's just too much etherealness and divinity and not enough blood. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But like here in the next, that's my main thing in the panel where it says Abyss of the Dark Waters. But like in the next panel though, it looks a little bit better because you get a little bit more of the darkness. There's still a little too much shine, but then when we get to the bottom part where it's the whoosh, like the after effect, yeah, it's less shiny, but it looks more like blood. I just wish this looked more like, I wish the whole thing looked more like blood. That's just, it's just a huge problem. Anyway, I've got broken bones all over. I can't move. Again, we ain't seeing it. I don't believe it. I do not believe it, Sensei. I don't believe that there has been that much of an effect. You have the unfortunateness of me covering this after Jujika no Rokunin. Because in Jujika no Rokunin, we just saw a bunch of broken bones, and the limbs were like bent, like out of whack. Like you would see these twisted, oh my god, what's the right wording for this? Proportion. There we go. We see like the twisted proportion in the I'm saying proportion. Oh my god, wrong wording. Positionings. We're seeing the limbs in like twisted positioning and positions, and that's not what I'm seeing here. They're just like, if you see a body like being moved around in waves, like in rough waves like this, it should be like really and especially if there's broken bones, it should be twisted. Shit, I had 2 minor fractures in my arm a couple years ago, like one in my wrist and one like here, and I could barely move my arm from like this position without it being in pain. Like I could barely move it. There should have been more like like twisted positioning going on in the limbs. It's driving me fucking nuts. If you're going, let me read this again. Sorry. I've got broken bones all over. I can't move. If you're going to kill me, make it quick. I won't. That's not my goal here. I can't believe this is coming from someone who's killed 100 people. I was different back then. I see. I've got you figured out. You killed Tsubakiri, didn't you? Or rather, you were the one who finished him off. Oh, God, this panel. The reports on Tsubakiri's death said that though his body was charred, it sustained another fatal wound. The immediate cause of death was a stab wound to the heart. Dude, look at this. You see what I mean? With Mushiki's fire blood art. You've given me fire. You're giving me Urushibara Sensei gives me the fire, but you still can tell that it's blood. I want this here with the water. It's driving me nuts. It was likely that Tsubakiri had already sustained a mortal wound in his fight with Ichinose, and he would have died as it was, even if you hadn't finished him off. It was like you didn't want Ichinose to have any blood on his hands, which is smart. If that's the case, then it's true that things have changed. You've grown soft. That has nothing to do with you. How awfully kind of you. Surprisingly, I don't dislike it. So I've lost. It feels refreshing, and yet it does sting a bit. I don't believe it in the face. I don't believe it in this fucking face. I don't. I believe, let me reword this. The mouth, okay. I believe it in the mouth. The eyes, eyebrows, maybe. The eyebrows, maybe. The eyes, I don't know. It's more I would say it's more believable this chapter than last chapter, because we have a little bit of subtle movement going on. But god damn it, this body is driving me fucking nuts. I can't. I hate that the body is positioned like this. The limbs should not be positioned like this. They should be more fucked up. And the clothes should not be like this. The clothes should be fucking ripped and destroyed. Ugh. Anyway, I'll definitely have to face off with you again. Of course, there'll be a fight to the death. It seems the gods have chosen you as the victor this time, but next time I'll win. How absurd. As if I'd let some gods decide my fate. I love you, Madado. Cut it out. You're denying my whole identity at this point. Even if I did lose, that's just going too far. I will say this, though. Mudano's facial expressions throughout this fight were perfection. It's just Tsukiyomi's were just not doing it for me. It's like you didn't want Ichinose to have any blood on his hands. They're inexperienced. I can't let them take the lives of others. Not until they have the will to choose for themselves whether to kill or let live. And it's my job to teach them that. This writing is everything. I love this writing so much. That's probably like the main reason why I can't drop this manga. I can't, because this writing is just so good. I want the art to live up to. That's why I give Arushibara Sensei a lot of tough love, because I want the art to live up to this writing. It's just so good. Ooh. Oh, Sensei, I got some words on what I want for this fight. But I'm gonna wait. Get back here! Yeah! We're getting Kugasaki vicious. Yeah! Get back here, stubborn brat! If I keep going down the main street, we're gonna run into some crowds and the higher-ups will see me. I wonder why you don't want the higher-ups to see you. Up there? Bring it on! Damn it, he's running to the next building, but I can make it. Ooh, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? That's not what I was looking at. Ha! Nosedive! That height should be enough to kill him. Not that I'll be sticking around to find out. I gotta buy some time, you know. You think I'd let you get away? Momoya Shinya beats Kugasaki. Can he make a comeback? Okay, so I just don't understand why I'm not getting the black bacteria art I want for Shinya. Why am I not getting this black bacteria art? I don't understand. Because like I want the black bacteria art. I want to see more of it, like surround Kugasaki. That's what I would love to see, because it's supposed to be surveillance, remember? So it should be surrounding him. And plus I would like to have seen here when he's viewing, when he's watching him. I would have liked to see the black bacteria there. I will say this: we're in the panel with the what am I seeing? I like that I love seeing, of course, the triangles or the pyramids. It's supposed to be pyramids up in Kugasaki's irises. That is a plus. But I would have loved to seen like black bacteria around them. That would have been better. Dude, that would have been badass as hell if you. Why didn't you put black? That's one thing, and why didn't I think about this sooner? Something that you could have done, Arushibara Sensei, to make this like really, really cool is you could, to really emphasize this, is you could have filled up the pyramid. Because I'm sorry, it's supposed to be an Illuminati pyramid to me. Is you could have put it with like black bacteria and had it like kind of like go off and kind of like make a mask kind of thing. That would have just been boss, but that's just me. But anyway, let me talk about the Budano fight, and then go into what I want with the Shinya Kugasaki fight. So in regards to the Mudano fight, for the most part, I really liked it. Um, the problems I did have with it are where the movements were a little stiff, um, especially on Tsukiyomi's part. Because with Tsukiyomi, and I said this last chapter, I want Tsukiyomi's movements to be like grandiose because he's Mudano's opposite. But Mudano, for the most part, especially in the face, gave me what I want. Like little subtle movements, because he has a poker face for the most part. So just like little subtle movements in the face worked for me. Um, his dialogue was great. I love that he used the bowling ball to block Tsukiyomi's attack. It worked because, again, opposite. We got because it's the yin yang motif. And not just that, because remember, Tsukiyomi played a reverse card, so it was reverse luck. Even it was using the lucky bowling ball and using it against him. So I really, really did like that. That was a extra. It was a to this fight, chef's kiss to this fight. Um, but again, the problems we do have with this, of course, the as I've been complaining about, the limbs were not, like fucked up enough. They weren't positioned right. I didn't, because he says his bones are broken. I want to see the bones broken. Exaggerate. I want more exaggeration. That's what I want. I want exaggeration. In regards to Mudano's attack, um, it was it looked cool when we first saw the Okami no Kami like come out. It looked really nice. There was a little bit too much shine for part of it, and it didn't look enough like blood when she first rose. But then when we got the actual attack, that's when I kind of had the problem, because it just didn't look like blood the way it should have looked compared to what we saw a few chapters back with the even last chapter we saw the color spread with them angel wings, and it didn't have that right balance of divinity and blood. But other than that, I know it's little things with this art that just could take it to the next level. Frustrates me, but I really do love what was said in by Tsukiyomi, that he didn't want uh, Shiki to experience, the killing. And I do agree with that. And I loved friggin' Mudano's response to it as well. Anyway, very curious what you guys think of this chapter. What do you guys think about the art? Do you guys agree with me in regards to the art? And what do you guys want in this fight from Kugasaki and Shinya? I want more exaggeration. I do. I want exaggeration. I want grandiose movement. I want, especially in regards to Shinya, I want more utilization of the black bacteria, because that is the one Momo we haven't gotten utilization of the black bacteria art. And then in regards to Shinya's art, or not Shinya's art, I'm sorry, Kugasaki's art, he's one of the Oni that we haven't had the best blood art for, blood erosion art for. So I'm hoping, because what we saw with Mudano's blood erosion art has been fucking amazing. His umbrella is perfection now. I'm hoping the blood blades will look a lot better. That will get the right balance of black and gray. And I would say where maybe the white could go, because we do have a blade situation here, is like on the tips of the blades of the saws, or slash the gears. That's where I think would be the best place for the white. But anyway, now I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing, I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more Tougen Anki content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All is in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.